came here.
Yeah.
Like this pressure of not doing work every day and expecting work and expecting more work.
Yeah.
Isn't that kind of a pressure for you?
It's like, it's not a pressure. See, that's why it's important that you need to have some sort of, like, that's why I took a break and I was continuously working. I took some time to decide. So financially I was okay. I made some money, I kept some, so financially you're good. You're not like, you're not depending on, and of course you have your parents' backup also. But but you can't every time, your first month you can ask, second month you can ask. After that, you're like, your parents are like, what are you doing? You left your job and you came here. So then that's always going to be there. But this, you don't let yourself, sometimes some movies you might have to do, where if you see financial gain, sometimes you do certain things for, you might take a lesser remuneration, but if the character and the team and everything is good, if it takes you to another level and you get that satisfaction, it all depends on how you want to, it's all up to that person sometimes. And I have this actor friend in Malayalam. He's like, and he's directed a movie. He's very famous. Okay, Dhyan Srinivasan. So Dhyan, I remember he telling me, like, I was like, Dhyan, he's so busy and he's going continuously, he's working, and whenever he's very funny, he's a funny person. And he mentioned this to me, saying that sometimes you just have to do movies because we are actors. This is what we are doing. This is our job. So as any other person, you have to consider this as a job. Yes, sometimes for me it's difficult to name a price tag on myself, on my acting, or for work. But sometimes you just have to stand strong in your ground and you say that, yes, this is what I am. And then that's where you make that decision whether you want to hike up your price or whether you want to lower your price, or things like that. And so he was saying that sometimes you just do movies to maintain that lifestyle, to maintain, you need to work. You can't say that, you can't go to a grocery store and say, oh, I'm an actor, give me this. They will not do that. But when you go to, for when they come to you for something, like there are people who will come to actors or singers, or even to you, like everyone who is famous, they'll come to, like, can you just do this for us, can you just do this for us? And it doesn't work like that, like so you have to really stand your ground and make your this is a struggle that people really don't talk about. Many people in the industry, that they don't really talk about the struggles. They talk about all the, oh, the movie was fantastic, or the struggle in the movie,
only the glam side of the industry.
But these things, so anyone who's who wants to come to this, I know there are so many young men and women who want to be in the limelight and be. Always make sure that you stand your ground and you have financial independence. Don't put your head down to anyone. You know your worth. Don't let anyone else decide that for you. So for that is very important. I feel that is important, because at certain times, people will try to put you down by bringing your worth down. That doesn't mean that that's them. That's how much they can do. That doesn't have to indirectly mean your worth. If that makes sense.
Yeah. As we are speaking, I have a question here. Like, the male actors, if they get hit or they get familiar with a movie, I don't think they think twice to increase their remuneration. When it comes to female actors, the female actors they they think twice. Na remuneration nen penchocha, or else I should be continuing with the same amount right now I am receiving. Why do you think there is this kind of discrimination? Not about the actual remuneration part. Thinking from the actor's perspective, no, they only like kind of worried to increase their remuneration.
Now it happens. Why? Because most of our movies are men oriented, like actor oriented. Female oriented or female importance, right now it's slightly increasing or changing. Like, but if you take 1 in 100 movies that releases, majority of the people are going for to see the main actor there. That's why it's again, that's why they get paid more if it is his movie. Even the females also, like, so it's important for us, like as female artists, or and then there comes another thing of, like, there there are so many people ready to work for free also.
Exactly.
They're ready to work for
They have
very
replacement
less.
for you, but
Yeah.
not for the.
Exactly. So then that's where you make your worth. You know, you work on yourself, and now there is brilliant opportunities. It's not like back in the day, like when we were growing up, where we only had a handful of directors. There are so many new directors, brilliant directors. There are brilliant cameramen, and so many like technicians also. There's so many good technicians, and you have different platforms. Everybody's on their phone.
Yeah.
Like, you know, and this 10-second, 30-second reels, you're entertained.
Yeah.
You know, it's not before, yeah, you have to go and watch a movie to get entertained.
Exactly.
Now you don't need that. You have your platform. The world is your platform. So you don't have to be in the movies to, you know, create your worth. I know so many fantastic artists who are not actors, but they're famous. They're famous because they made their own.
Yeah, they are
you know,
visible every time,
everywhere. Yeah, on Instagram, on YouTube, on you know, wherever they have made their place there. So that's what I feel now. Like, it's not like before. If you really put your mind to it, and you know, you can have. You can do
At the end of the day, it's your dedication and
exactly.
determination.
Yeah,
that brings you work.
That brings you work. And if you're consistent with that, it will come. It will come. You just have to be patient. Yeah. And this is where it gets very difficult.
For every act, exactly. Right. You're
you know, you have to be patient. This waiting game, that's where it's very difficult sometimes, because sometimes you think that what am I doing? You know, so for me, I have gone through that, like especially during the lockdown. First lockdown was fun. You know, it was like, oh, vacation. For me, it was an extended vacation. I was like, oh wow, I don't have to work. I can sleep. I'm like, oh, this is fantastic. Then I started getting busy towards the end of 2020, and then 2021 again, when the second or the third lockdown happened.
Second was severe.
Yeah, and that's when I was like, oh God, no, this is not okay, because I'm done sitting at home, and you know, I've always worked, and you know, for 10-12 hours, and I just couldn't sit at home. And I was like, what am I doing? You know, it's not about at that time I just wanted to work, like I just want to get out and just do something, like, so it was difficult. So everybody went through that, like, it's not just a few people, everybody went through that. So that's a constant, you know, like, how can world just come to a standstill? And it humbles you in a way. It really humbles you down. Like, you know, doesn't matter who you are, what big you are, you know, that's enough. Like, a little virus which you can't see with your own eyes is enough to bring you, like, to your senses and bring you down. So it's very important that for us, you know, don't let all these things and people around us or whatever to affect us. Do what you think is, and be present, and mentally we just have to be so calm.
Yeah. But the only thing, we should thank COVID.
In a way, yes. Don't come back again.
Yeah.
But thank you.
Thank you
Thank you very much.
bringing this change in us.
Yes. Yeah, it was a big eye opener.
Exactly.
For many, I think, yeah.